You guys are kind of going to be, in a way, I guess, journaling. It would be better if you guys quote it in your journal. But, so we're going to do to choose a part of the story that you think was most essential to Alaska's character. And then rewrite that section by creating a new scene on what you wished happened or thought should have happened. Or you guys could edit a scene by instead of writing it in Pudge's, instead of it being in Pudge's perspective, you guys could write it on Alaska's perspective. And if you guys want, you could choose the same story that you thought would be in the movie. Just anything you want. So we have an example.
So I chose to edit a scene, and I chose from page 73 when Takumi is telling Pudge about when Alaska ratted out Myra. So I'm telling it from Alaska's point of view, so kind of like if it was a movie, it'd be like a flashback back to that part. And I chose this scene because it's kind of like the first time we see the guilt that Alaska has and like this conflicting emotion she has about when she's scared whether she should act or not. So that's why I chose this scene.
Any clarifying questions? Yes.
So we do it individually or with our
groups? Oh, you're with your groups.
Yes.
Okay. You guys don't have to write out the whole thing. Just like you guys could even bullet point it, just so you guys have it like memorized. I guess if you guys want to volunteer or like we call on you to volunteer.
Is it okay if I record you? I know it's unusual, but it's okay.
I mean, I wouldn't ever do that in a movie. I feel like that's what you're recording. Like pick a scene and write it from her perspective. No, I don't think it. Like him the edit. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Thanksgiving break together, or maybe the one where they first meet. I don't remember it so well, other than they were like on a swing.
The Thanksgiving one might be good. Like we talked about like her version instead of his. Like as he's telling it, he's like, I'm starting to like her. And just like they can spend a lot of time together. So maybe if we do that from her perspective, she would feel the same way. Just like all the things that they did. Yeah, they like slept around him.
I think one interesting part takes more about it. I mean, we know he stayed because he was liking her, but why exactly she, I mean, we kind of know she stayed because she didn't want to go home, but like,
Why
so
she
yeah, I came in particular, right?
Because the Thanksgiving stuff happened over a span of like 10 chapters.
Yeah.
So it's not really seen.
Maybe we focus on like one, like the beginning, you said like her and his say and like what she did. That's like really sweet.
You just see the scene where they go to the soccer field and
Yeah, okay.
which one do you thinking about that now. It's more romantic thing. It's like the most romantic thing you can ask somebody to do. She wants to.
Yeah. But I feel like she's just saying that to she's like putting up a wall so that she can like go over it's more for herself to like
She's like more honest with it. She's probably like she's just speaks out.
yeah.
Doesn't have anything to I mean, it doesn't even go to so
Right, obviously
So maybe if you were to rewrite the scene, it would have something to do with her like scheming why she's gonna do these things.
like what's going on.
like why she wants to take like
Or to do like these really then we'd actually know them well, but
Well, maybe she feels like she finally got the opportunity since they're like
I don't remember who the author was, but I mean, she liked vlog. You know anything about
I've read Slaughterhouse 5.
what kind of?
It's like a book where it's like he's going back his ways like an hour and he's gonna it's an interesting book, but like it's not really I haven't read that book, but
It's Cat's Cradle.
You know what? Because like I couldn't get it. It's kind of like hold my life. There are all these different books. This might mean something if I knew what it was.
Got about 3 minutes left.
oh, they get really flood.
Yeah.
She knows that, so that's why she's trying to.
Okay, start wrapping it up. We're
Well, so I think we know that we chose the scene. Just show her
okay, you guys, come back. We have to come back together, please.
So we're gonna have every group share actually. So can we go the opposite way this time?
Yeah, we chose the scene where they go to the soccer field and they drink, and we wanted to edit that one to put it from her perspective because we just thought it would be interesting to like see what she's thinking being in a relationship with someone and asking someone else to do these romantic things, and then also just like the book she chose, none of us knew what that book was or like what kind of book it was, so why she chose that book and kind of what it meant to their relationship. And so we just thought altogether it'd be interesting to see why like that scene from her perspective.
We chose a scene where Miles tells Alaska that he loves her after she's asleep, after they kiss. We thought about like if we rewrote that to so that Miles told Alaska while she's awake that he loved her, like how that changed like their dynamic and the events that happened after, like when she still left and got to the car, just like what that would have changed.
We decided to edit like the barn scene and like add, because they like talk about going on with the like best day, worst day game to like a second best day and the second worst day. So we like imagine
telling, they're in the barn and she's telling them what happened to her mom and that whole scenario, and we edited it to be from Alaska's perspective after she's told the story, and we just bullet pointed like feelings that she might have, like kind of like a release of emotion, and then maybe she went through reliving those feelings, so she was refeeling, you know, fear and sadness and all of that. And then we thought maybe she'd be like afraid of what what all her friends would think after she just told them a big part of her life. And then since they were drinking, maybe it was kind of like a sobering moment for her. And then just we talked about how she was maybe like looking around and perceiving what all her friends' reactions were to her story, and maybe immediate regret for telling them something so personal. And yeah, that's what we talked about.
We chose to edit the scene right before Alaska drives off and dies, because we think that would be really interesting to see like her thought process, and we kind of just experimented with that because nobody really knows, like there's no way to know exactly what she was thinking, but we kind of just came up with some